I want to show you how to create a Powtoon presentation, and I want you to follow what I do in your creation. I'm assuming you have logged in to Powtoon. You've created your free account. You've logged in. You can see I've logged in. Here's my login name. And of course, now we're going to create a presentation. And you can start here on what type of uh, one you're going to create. I'm going to click over here on More Templates. Double click on that, and this will come up. Um, I'm going to click on All and click on Training. I know one I already want, and here it is. This one right here that is 5 video tips. You can look at these a little bit and say Preview. Show you a little bit of what they look like, and play. Give you some of the animation and show you how it looks. You can look at some of it, but this is what we want to use, and so I'm going to get out of that and go in here and click, instead of preview, I'm going to click on use. It'll load this template into the Powtoon um, area that we can actually edit now the presentation. You can see over here on the left, it looks a lot like PowerPoint, and with the different slides, and here in the middle is our presentation. I'm going to start with the editing area because I'm just editing the template as it is. I'm not adding anything. I'm just editing as it is. At any point, I can see what my editing look like by clicking on play, and that will show me where I am in my editing process. And click on pause to stop it. I'm going to leave 5 tips to like it is. I'm going to double click here and type in getting a good grade. Now, you can't see that entire part of it's down here. You can see it. So I'm going to pull the letter part. Oops. If I right click, I can choose, okay, get out of that. Right click. You can choose undo. Get back in here. Edit a good, not edit, but getting a good grade. Okay, I want to try to get this to where I can expand this, and not cooperating for me. If I click on this yellow thing here, I can pull it out. But I want to click on this so I can make it bigger. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. It worked for me a while ago, but I need a little double arrow right here. It's not working right at the moment. Not exactly sure why. Yeah, there it is. I don't know why it didn't work for. Okay, so getting a good grade. You can play with that too. You get this first slide done. That's all we're going to do in the first slide. Again, I could look at that if I want. We've already seen it, so we'll move on to the second slide. If I click on the second slide, I really don't want this, so if I point to the second slide up here on the left-hand corner, and I see this little trash can, it says remove slide, and click on that and remove it. Click on the next slide. Again, I don't want it, so I'm going to remove it. Click on the next slide. I really don't want this, so I'm going to remove it. Here's my first slide I want, tip 1, and this will be my first tip in making a good grade. And I'm going to say, pay attention in class. Pretty simple, right? Exclamation point. And so what do we want to do to elaborate? You might say something like, listen carefully to the teacher. Take good notes. Highlight important items in your textbook. Something like that. Oops. Okay, so we got that done. Now, if I click on this and click this little setting gear, that little gear which is settings, I can get this thing over here called effects. And I'm going to choose this right. See this thing that says right? I'm going to choose that as an effect. That will attach it to what I selected here, okay? We'll close that. We'll do one more thing in here. I'm going to replace this, and we'll double click on this, and I could do that, or I could just simply click on this picture and click swap. If I do that, some pictures will open up over here, and I'm going to choose this pencil. All right, and I'm going to right click on that little highlighter thing, move it up a little bit, click on this. Down here, you see that little arrow that can't see my mouse now. Okay, get back to my mouse. See, what happened to my mouse? But you can see there's a little arrow, and you can turn things a little bit. You can even, okay, and so we're good to go there. All right, so you know, if you wanted to, you could make this a little bit bigger. You could you could get this and change it a little bit. You can play around with this as much as you want for the artwork and what you want. So let's see what this slide looks like by clicking on this play button down here. Okay, that's pretty cool, huh? All right, now we're going to go to slide 3, tip 3. Wait a minute, slide 2, tip 2. I'm going to click in here and double click. Now again, play around with this because you're gonna got to get a feel of it. If you click outside of it and double click on it, it should highlight the whole thing, and you can just simply type. Um, if you click in here and you end up with this cursor, see that cursor blinking? If you double click, you only get the word. If you triple click, you'll get everything. So make sure you have everything, or you can either delete it or just simply start typing. Okay, what's our second tip? The first tip is to pay attention in class, and the second tip might be take good notes. We already said that, didn't we? Do your homework. Exclamation point. And here, yeah, your homework helps reinforce what you learn in class. Okay. Now I can do another effect, and this time let's choose this word by word thing. Okay. Now I kind of like that art. That's okay. Do your homework. Thumbs up. That's okay. We're going to go to the third one, and we're going to click in here, and we're going to say do your homework. Okay. So pay attention to class, do your homework, and then study uh, for a test. Okay. Study for a test. And, you know, don't wait last minute. Um, organize your notes. Memorize key terms and lists. Uh, Something like that. Okay. And a telephone's probably not going to be too good. So let's do a swap, and let's go over here and find something. Don't wait till the last minute. That could be like a watch. I wonder if there's a watch here somewhere. I don't see a watch. But I saw a watch in here earlier, but I don't see a watch in here right now. If I click on that basic and that free. That's pretty much what these are. So I don't see a watch. So we can pick whatever we want, and you could play with it. I could just do this check mark. And again, I can make this bigger. And down here, I can rotate it a little bit if I want to. I don't know why I keep losing my mouse, but okay, something like that. All right. Oh, by the way, I can animate this too. I can go here, click effects. On this one, let's try this word by word, where each word is kind of made bigger each time it's shown. Okay. All right. Then we go to tip 4. Tip 4 is get a good night's sleep. Um, get a good night's sleep. Now, I don't know if there's any artwork that we can find that will help with that. I'm not going to take too much time with this, but if we scroll, oh, there's a watch I could have used a while ago, right? But anything that might be helpful would be fine. Oh, that was under tech. Go under here into basic, um, and I don't, whatever. I'm gonna click on this, right click. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna pull this over to the like here and make it bigger, and I'm gonna pull this down to the middle. All right. And what's going to be tip 5? Well, we don't really care, do we, at this point? But anything you want to put, be willing to ask for advice. Advise or advice. All right. And let's do a bigger elaborate here. Uh, talk to your professor or your teacher. This is elementary. Um, get a study buddy. Ask for your parents' help. Um, be shy. All right. Now notice that since I'm typing this thing that I've been needing, and I'm losing my mouse for some reason, but notice that this thing is up here. That I've got hitting with the settings before. So this effects thing is already here. I don't have to go back. And I'm going to do that little right thing again because I think that's cool. All right. So we'll go back over here and I'm going to take this one. I'm going to delete it. And we'll take this one and I'm going to, in this case, I'm going to just select all this. You can select it any way you want. You can click on one end and hold down shift and click on the other end, however you want to do it. Let me know if you need help. And we're done, pretty much. Let's go all the way to the front and just see what everything looks like. Okay, the earth is spinning in the background. There's music playing, and the earth is spinning in the background. You're paying attention in class. We've got this neat little stuff going on. The tips are going. You're doing your homework. Yeah, that's good. There's tip 3 coming up. Yeah, that's a great tip. Man, I wish I knew that when I was in school. And here's another tip. All right, that's cool. And then tip 5 is coming up. And there's some more tips. That's neat. And then good luck. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to go back up to the let's first slide. Why not? go to, the second slide, first tip. What changes up here from edit to create? When I do that, I'll get all kinds of stuff over here happening. And when I do that, the first time you do it, all this stuff comes up and you can read about it. But you get a number of things. Like, for example, see this timeline down here? One thing that's happening is like this is, these things are being written up, but you can't read it all, before it's, see, and we're, we're losing, and it just doesn't seem like you have enough time, do you? But when things come in, see, when I click on that, it comes in here. I click on this, it comes in there. If I click on this little box, it comes in there. We can change when those come in by just simply dragging. If I want that box to come in earlier, I can move it here. They'll come in earlier. So you can drag things around and move it wherever you want. Another thing you can do is pretty cool. You can put in characters. And let's go up here, and these characters are kind of lame. These are the characters that come with free. But if you come up here on Real Look, you can get some neat characters like these cartoon characters. All right. And like these heroes at work, I think will work. And that's not the ones. Office, here we go. Office, free. And so I can pick up a character like this guy. Oops. And I'm going to right click and say undo because I didn't want two of him. And I can pull him over here and I can make him bigger. And I keep losing my mouse again. And make him bigger, like that. And I even do this little thing right here and flip him because I really think he'd work better over here. Now, see where he's at down here on the timeline? I'm going to move him way over here on the front. And watch what happens in this slide. Wrong slide. Let's go back up to this slide. Here we go. Play. That's not what I wanted. Let's go back up to the front slide and play. There it is. See? He's waving at you. Isn't that cool? So you can add characters if you want, but that's all you have to do for this. Now we're pretty much done, and so we're finished with our. So we're going to preview and export. You could watch the whole thing here if you wanted to. We're not going to take time to do this. I'm going to click on export, and when I click on export, I can click on YouTube, and it will give you instructions of how to export to YouTube, export public, all that stuff. Next, here's the title. I can five video tips on how to five tips. I'm just say tips on how to study. We'll select the category and we'll say education, and it's public, and we'll say next. And of course, you have to show branding because it's a free version, and you either choose poor or this one. Do that middle one. I want to say upload, and it's uploaded to YouTube. Okay, so that's it, and you can work on your little Powtoon yourself, and it'll be something that will be a help to you, and you can upload it, and everything will be great. So, thank you very much.